Okay. So they will be making the acidic medium, or they will be converting the acidic medium into the alkaline medium, so that who can work on it? The pancreatic enzyme. So if they are not being converted into the alkaline medium, then in that case, the pancreatic enzyme cannot work on it. And if in case the pancreatic enzyme cannot work on it, then definitely the digestion will not happen. So that is why these all things are very important to go in a systematic manner. And the second one is, second function I'll write on the next page. The second one function is to break the fats present in the food into small globules. What do you mean by globules? What are globules?
Molecule.
Yeah, smaller molecules, smaller round-like structure actually. Small round molecules, you can say. So globule is something round actually. Fine. So small round molecules will be converted. So break the fats present in the food into small globules, making it easy for the enzymes to act and digest them. So the second function of the bile juice is to break the fat present in the food into smaller globules, so that the enzyme, they can work on it and they can digest them. So tell me one thing, which enzyme are they talking about here? Which enzymes? Which organ enzyme they're talking about here? Yes, children, which enzyme are they talking about? I think I'm audible to all, but not getting any answer. Which enzyme can work so that pancreatic enzyme can work on it? Okay. So two functions are there. The first one, to convert the acidic medium into the alkaline medium so that pancreatic enzyme can work on it. And the second function, to break down the fat into smaller globules so that the pancreatic enzyme, they can act on it. So both the functions are done so that pancreatic enzyme can work next. Here children, here with both the functions.
Yes, ma'am.
Now moving to the next one is the pancreas. Very, very important topic. This is very, very important. And the way how I am writing, the same way you should write it, okay? So pancreas, here what do? They will be producing a juice called as pancreatic juice, okay? The pancreas, they produce a juice, pancreatic juice, and in this pancreatic juice, there are three enzymes, okay? Three enzymes are present in this pancreatic juice. The name of the first enzyme is called as the pancreatic amylase. It is called as pancreatic amylase. The second one is known as the trypsin, and the third one is known as the lipase. These names, children, you need to learn with the correct spelling. Very, very important. So every year the question comes from this part, either the 1 mark, either 2 marks, either 3 marks. So it comes compulsory. So the name of the juice which the pancreas will be producing is the pancreatic juice. And these juice they will produce three enzymes. The first one, pancreatic amylase, the second one, trypsin, and the third one, lipase. Now, I'll tell you first of all on which component they work. This pancreatic amylase, they work on the which component?
Star.
Starch. This trypsin, they work on the proteins. Fine. And these lipids, they work on the fats. Yeah. So see, you remember I told you, I think during the small intestine teaching time, I told you that small intestine is a place where the complete digestion takes place. This is why I told you, because see, in the small intestine, the starch is also getting breakdown, the protein is also getting breakdown, the fat is also getting breakdown. So all these three components gets breakdown in the small intestine, and that is why it is called as a complete digestion. Fine. So pancreatic amylase work on starch, trypsin work on proteins, and lipids they work on the fats. Now we will see what all they will be breaking down into. This pancreatic amylase, they will break down the starch into the two sugars called as maltose and isomaltose. So they produce two sugars called as maltose and isomaltose. Whereas the proteins, they will break down, whereas the trypsin, they will break down the proteins into the peptones and peptides. They break down into peptones and peptides. And the lipids, they will break down the fat into the fatty acids and glycerol. Fatty acids and glycerol. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
So write in the same way, three enzyme, pancreatic amylase, trypsin, lipids,
Ma'am,
pancreatic amylase work. Yeah, tell me.
so trypsin along with pepsin break down protein, work on protein.
Yeah, yes. They work
And
on proteins and break down them into the peptones and peptides.
and bile juice along with lipase works on fatty acids. Bile salts and
Bile juice along with
lipase
lip. Bile juice.
works
What you're talking about?
like ma'am.
Lipase. Yes, yes, yes. See, bile juice is basically what they are doing. They are converting the bigger molecule into the smaller one. Whereas here, the lipids, what do they do? Whatever they will be getting from them, they will be making them more fine. Okay, more smaller molecules, they will be converting them.
Okay.
Understood? So,
Yes.
see, if I talk about the saliva is salivary amylase. They also work on the starch, right? Here, the pancreatic juice has the pancreatic amylase, which is also working again on the starch. So both the things, while salivary amylase and pancreatic amylase, both of them they work on starch. The only difference is in the salivary amylase, they break down them into the small molecules, whereas in the pancreatic amylase case, they will break down them into the very small molecules. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So it like you have a mixer grinder, right? In the mixer grinder, if you once turn on with the number one, then it will become a little thick powder. But when again you start the machine, what happens? It become a complete fine powder. Same happens with them. Initially, they will be turning with the bigger molecules, but later on, when they come to the small intestine, they will be completely converted for the digestion. Okay. Any doubts, children here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Very very important thing now. This is actually I've given you the way how to write it, and in your copy also you write in the same way. But either they can ask you from this, or sometimes what they say you to write the name of the end product. To write the name of the end product. What do you mean by end product? What do you understand by the end product?
Ma'am, the final product which gets into our body.
Very good. So it means the final product what will be forming. So though we are saying maltose and isomaltose, but after this also what happened? They get converted into the other form of it. So this other form is basically pancreatic amylase, sugar, and lastly they will form the glucose. Okay. Lastly, they will be forming the glucose. They will be converting everything into the glucose. And here the peptones and peptides, they will convert everything into the end product called as amino acids. They will convert into the amino acids. Amino acids. So this is the final product. They will be making amino acids, they will be making glucose, and here the fatty acids and glycerol are the end products. So what they can do is they can give you like this, maybe pancreatic juice they can give you, then they can give you again here like this, A, B, C. You have to fill the A, B, C. Fine. Now might be they can give you here the protein, here they can give you the fat, and here they can give you the starch. Okay. And then here they can give you a dash plus dash. For the fats, they can give you dash, and for the starch, they give you dash plus dash. And then here it will be D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. And then at last they will make two arrows like this, I. This will be J and this will be H. Wait, sorry. J, K. This will be K. Now you have to fill from A to K. What is A here?
pancreatic enzyme.
Pancreatic enzyme.
नहीं trypsin.
Trypsin. What is the B here?
मैम स्पेलिंग आती है, उसे प्रोनाउंस कैसे करेंगे?
Lipase. Okay, lipase. What is C here?
pancreatic enzyme.
Ayunisha, read it properly. Pancreatic amylase.
N.
मैम
Fine. And pancreatic amylase. It is AMYLASE.
अच्छा नहीं,
Pancreatic
हाँ,
amylase.
yes ma'am.
Now others should answer. Ayunisha, you should keep quiet. Shayan, what would be the D here? Shayan, what will be the D here?
Can I?
Come again, I can't hear you.
Peptide.
Okay, peptide. Okay. Abhinav, what will be the E here?
Isomaltose. Maltose and isomaltose.
Abhinav, see here it is protein, not the starch. So what will come? Protein will break down into?
Peptones and peptides.
Correct. So Shayan has given already the answer peptide. So what you should say for the E?
Peptone.
Correct. Fine. So that is the way how to answer this kind of questions. Okay. Shubhansh, what will be the F? Shubhansh, what is F?
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What is F?
F.
Fatty acids.
Yes,
Abhigya,
ma'am.
what is G here?
Glycerol.
Very good, Abhigya. Glycerol, actually. Okay. Zoha, what is H?
Ma'am, maltose.
Very good. Then who is remaining? Meher, what will be I?
Maltose.
Very good. Sudhamshu, what will be J? What is the end product called as J? Sudhamshu. See this and tell me what is the end product here, here, and here. Amino acids, okay? Amino acids will be the J, and for the K, it will be the glucose. Clear, children? Anything doubt? Any doubt, children? Do you have in this?
No, ma'am.
Now, Abhinav, you asked about the bilirubin. You want me to touch that part? So when we talk about, I think everybody can listen to this. So bilirubin is basically a what? Is a kind of yellowish substance. It is a yellowish substance. So your bile juice was yellow green in color, whereas the bilirubin is always yellow in color. And when it is made due to the breaking down of old breaking down of old red blood cells. So when in our body, the old blood cells, they break down, that time the bilirubin will be formed. And why it is important? It is found actually in the bile. So in the bile, it is found. It is important, bilirubin is important because they help in the digestion of food. So whatever the fat is there in the liver, through the bile juice or through the bilirubin, the digestion will be happening. Now, if in case this bilirubin decreases in our body, then what happens? The problem of digestion will be there. So we will not be able to digest the fat. The body will not be functioning properly since the digestion of the fat is not happening. That's the reason that the bilirubin should work on properly so that the functioning of the other organ also can happen. So if the liver is not working, then definitely gallbladder will get affected. If the gallbladder is getting affected, then the heart can problem can also get affected. So that is how actually all the things are correlated. So bilirubin is a yellow substance which is found in the old red blood cells, also in the bile juice of the liver. It helps in the digestion of the food, specifically for the fats. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If the number is not good, if the bilirubin number is not good, then definitely a kind of the liver problem will be there, liver damage will be there, or the absorption or the production of the bile juice will not be there. So these all functions, whatever we have studied, they will get affected because of the decrease in the number or the amount of the bilirubin.
Ma'am, and
Okay.
bilirubin.
What else you're asking now, Bina?
Ma'am, also other one, bilirubin.
Fine.
My voice is not audible.
Okay. I am audible, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the second type of it is biliverdin actually. So what they will be doing, they will be breaking down the heme. What is heme? Heme is basically the component of hemoglobin. I think hemoglobin, you all are aware. Hemoglobin is a pigment which gives red color to the red blood cell. Pigment gives red color. Okay. So this heme word has come from the hemoglobin. So what do? They will be break down the heme of the red blood cells. And then they convert the bilirubin into the reductase. Reductase is basically a kind of the enzyme. So they will be working this biliverdin, they will be working on the bilirubin, and finally this bilirubin, they will be converting them into the enzyme so that the reaction can become faster. So whatever the old cells are there, they will be converting by the bilirubin. Once they are converted by the bilirubin, then the next part will be done with the biliverdin. They will be breaking down again the hemoglobin part of it, and then they will be acting as an antioxidant. Antioxidant means to reduce the number of molecules. Like if I talk about C6H12O6, how many carbon are there?
6.
6. So what do? They convert whatever the numbers of carbon are there, they convert them into the one number. Fine, they convert them into one. So what happens as soon as they convert them, the reaction becomes fast, and it happens because of this reductase enzyme which is present in the biliverdin. Fine. So this is how the fast reaction happening in the liver because of this biliverdin as well as the bilirubin. Fine. Like if I talk about C2H5OH, it has 2 carbon. So what do? These biliverdin, they will be working on it with the help of reductase enzyme, and they convert them into some compound, maybe CH4 or maybe CO2 or some other compound, or simple compounds they will be forming them. So that is what they will be doing. And they will be controlling what is formed in the liver, what is not formed in the liver. So both they work together, and then they control the process of the liver. Fine, Abhinav?
Yes, ma'am.
So I think still now we are remaining with this topic, which is the large intestine, rectum and anus. There is a very small part is there, and also with the parts of the small intestine. So we need to learn about the parts of the small intestine. So I think next week now we'll be carrying on with the same part and also with the nutrition in amoeba topic. Fine. So we'll meet you in the next week then, children. So keep in mind, you have to send the answer sheet on my WhatsApp also, and you have to upload the answer sheet on the Wise app also. Okay. Make sure to attend the paper on Saturday itself, children, and then send the answer sheet on Saturday itself. It should not be Sunday. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.